Greetings from the city of Uemus. Your uncle, Uemon, has settled into his new city, but some of the things that I have spotted in the Atlantean countryside have given me cause for concern. In my travels, I've noticed monsters and beasts of enormous size and fearsome disposition roaming the countryside. As we begin to establish ourselves here, we're all bound to have closer encounters with these creatures. It seems that our activities on Atlantis have caught the eyes of the Olympians. Some are quite pleased with our activities, but as usual, Hera is seething with jealousy. Angrily she barked, "Finders keepers does not apply on Olympus. All of the gods should have an equal chance of being patron of Atlantis. When the patronage of Athens was up for grabs, did some god just take it? No! There was a competition. Besides, all I've got are some crummy cities. Why does Poseidon get a whole continent to call his own? I want a continent too!" With that, she spun on her heel and stormed out of the room, muttering and gesturing all the while. Watch out for Hera. When she's upset, she always takes out her frustrations on some unsuspecting innocent. Aphrodite, on the other hand, seems thrilled with Atlantis. She's visited me several times already, always while I was helping one of your uncles build some large building. As I toiled away under the hot sun, my chest, arms, and other regions glistening with sweat, I heard Aphrodite coo,
"How magnificent, how rugged."
I'm not sure if she was referring to the beauty of the countryside, the imposing edifice under construction, or me. Regardless, I think she could be very useful if you build her a sanctuary to call her own. I have forwarded you the plans that our scholars drew up for a magnificent new structure called a pyramid. On paper, it looks to be quite impressive. Why don't you build one and see how it turns out?
Oh yes, we will try to build that modest pyramid. Hey guys, welcome back to Zeus Master of Olympus, technically Poseidon Master of Atlantis. And we are on the mission All Creatures Greater Greater, so it's quite a long title. We're going to slay a monster, get 1,500 people and reach apartment level with 1,000 people and build a simple modest pyramid. So let's head to the city. And pause, so I'll save in a minute. So we just need to grow our city a bit more. These 2 blocks should be enough. The monument can be found under aesthetics. It's a Poseidon pyramid. It's a tiny little thing. I don't know what it requires offhand. I think it just requires a few things. I'll just dump this somewhere. I don't really care where it goes, to be honest. Other than that, I think we should be fine. This being here is important. So we have 8 archers. Yeah, the rabble is replaced by archers in Poseidon. So let's see. So that's, we get to build technology. So we get to build a lab and the inventor's workshop. So it just works in the same way, really. I don't think I'll be able to put... I could put the lab there, or no. That certainly can't go there because I'll just block up the space. So I will put probably that there. I don't know, it's hard to tell where I'm going to put these things. This is why the Poseidon stuff is so much tougher, because the buildings are huge. Can we build tax collectors? We can. And, oh, we can build a Hippodrome. Now, the Hippodrome is something I'm not going to worry about right now. But this is a really irritating thing to build. I'm not building it now, because we don't need it right now. But it's a money waster. You have to build it all the way around this inner bit, and you've got to build it just perfect. Otherwise, you have to destroy the whole thing and start again. So, I'm not going to build it now. I'm waiting off for that. It gives you money, but if you build it too big, actually people complain about it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build up the city. I'm going to let everything stabilize. We're going to reduce wage rates. And we'll start to build up our... Oh, we've got plenty of food coming. We've got food to support 2,500 people. That's good. So what I'll do is evolve this housing. We'll provide it access to... Oh, we've got military buildings. Wallingate House. Ah yes, I'll talk about that in a minute. So I'll go on to that. So we'll get this housing evolved. And yeah, we will have to summon a hero. We can build a sanctuary to Aphrodite, and we'll just stick this here, to be honest. It doesn't really matter where this goes, to be honest. I will try to keep this area for my wine and olive oil production. I'll have the olives and grapes harvested over here, and so on and so forth. So, there's plenty of trees. It's not like I don't have to worry about destroying a few. So, we should be fine, I think, here. And yeah, I'll let this run, and I'll come back in a bit once we've evolved the housing.
Hello, darling. Worship me, and no one will leave the city's embrace.
No, they won't. But that's beside the point. So we have put down a fleece thingy here, and I have also gone ahead and put down 2 bridges to get down here so we can start mining some marble. And I'm going to put the small little pyramid down here. I'm just going to stick it out of the way. In fact, I don't know where I could put this. I could put that right in there. That's a nice place to put it, so let's just put it there. I'll just block that for now. So this needs some orichalc. I think there's some orichalc down here as well. Let me just see if I can search for it. Where is it? I swear there was orichalc in this corner. Here it is, just a little bit here. So I will just put down. This just needs 24 marble and 8 orichalc. So we'll just store that up like so, and I'll just put down an extra refinery here. I'll just put 1 of each, and that can sort of build itself out. So we're going to have marble stuff here. All of the growers' lodges will be down this bit here. I will need 1 wheat farm down here to support the Hippodrome much later, but that's not a big deal right now. So we'll get to get that going. Now, let's have a look over here. So what I was going to do is I was going to talk about Amphir blossoms. This is the new city. Amphir has grown into a significant city, no longer isolated from the rest of the world. Let's have a look at the map. I've realised I've not looked at that. Uamos buys oranges and olive oil. We'll be able to sell olive oil to them. They sell us things we can produce anyway. Amphir buys olive oil and they sell us armour, which I don't need to do because I can make that. So I can sell them bronze and olive oil. Now, if I just pause here. I'm sure there's bronze down here as well.
This city is the pride of the world. I can't imagine a better place to live.
No, there's no bronze down here, so there's only a little bit of orichalc. That's okay, that'll do. Just to support our building project. So I was going to talk about these new buildings. Frigate Wharf replaces Trireme Wharf. There's no difference between them, they look a little different. The one difference is that the Frigate Wharf can be given some orichalc to throw Atlantean fire, which actually makes it stronger. I've never actually used it, so I don't know how it works, but the idea is there. We've got all these military buildings that can't actually do anything with them, which is a shame. Let's just unpause. This needs access to, I think we will provide with observatory. Actually, we'll not. Let's give this one access to a lab. Right there, and we'll put down an inventor's workshop just there. They'll go up and round and go and give access to this lab. So short by 20 workers, this housing will evolve to provide that. We've got plenty of food in stock. Surplus we have, which is good. I'll just put down 2 of them. Now, if I can put down a wheat field in there, which I can't, I will just do that. Now, in terms of Aphrodite's Haven, I don't know where that's going. It's certainly not going in this centre bit because we're going to have to obviously put the Hippodrome there. Because the Hippodrome only works, just like anything, the Hippodrome will only work when it's completely connected. If there's a gap, obviously it's not going to work. It doesn't just go down there, turn around and go back. That's just pointless. So it has to be a complete concentric circle, which is why there's a centre island, centre ring here that you can build it on. So this centre ring is the only way to build the Hippodrome. Meanwhile, Gades is coming in. This needs an Artisans Guild, which we're not going to provide just yet. We don't have the workers. And I don't have the resources. I'll let this all stockpile with what it's got, and then I will give it out and then I can delete these things. So if I just take this out and muster the company, as you can see they are fully fledged archers. So they're not like rabble, they're actually like archers from Pharaoh, essentially. And we've got so much supply of orichalc up here, it's kind of ridiculous. I might have to cut back on some of this. Let's destroy this, get rid of it because it's a bit much. So we have a full stock of archers, which is actually quite nice. We'll just send them back. So you get archers, spearmen, which are infantry, and chariots. So the top level house in the estate actually needs chariots, not just horses, so the horsemen actually work a bit differently. Meanwhile, we are continuing to sell Oracle to Gades, which is good, which is keeping us nicely in the black, which is our main export of this mission. I just realised we haven't put down tax collectors. Let's go ahead and put them down. That'll give us some tax money. We're spending about 1,000 drama, but getting about 1,700 back, which is pretty neat. So I'm going to let this run. Oh, and the other thing, the card pushers for some buildings are replaced by these weird things. It doesn't make sense to me, but they are replaced by this. It looks stupid as well. But they are replaced like that. So we're going to get our houses up. I will have to set up a small olive oil industry. Uamos is a land trade route, so that's good. Let's put this road going up here. And I will put down that. In fact, let's just destroy this. Get rid of that. And yeah, what I'll do is I'll go set up my little olive oil industry and I'll get that going, and we'll get a yard up here to go and get it. And I'll just actually set this to get olive oil. Let's see, get olive oil. There's still space in there to put down a housing block when I need it. This will get shifted later, but for now it's fine. So what I'll do is I'll keep...
You have angered me for the last time. Minotaur, go destroy some buildings.
Oh, Hermes is actually an enemy here. So the Minotaur has decided to attack Theseus' Hall. It's down here. I don't think it'll do any damage. Let's see. What does it do? Okay, just attack. Oh, it has destroyed all my buildings. Okay, so I will have to get rid of that before I do anything else. Okay. So to get rid of that, we're going to have to build Theseus' Hall. So of course, you know how difficult that is. I will go ahead and build that out. And I'll come back in once I place down Theseus' Hall. Okay, this is in need of Oracle. We have got plenty, so let's just go and dispatch that. I did manage to get all this sorted. Let's just see, what does the Minotaur do? It just goes around in circles. Anyway, so what I have done is put down Theseus' Hall up here. It does need some wine, so I'm going to have to get wine set up as well. Let's just see. It's not destroying too much of my industry here. Well, it is pretty much. It's completely stopping them from working, which is not too good. So let's just turn off that marble industry for now. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put down a yard here. Can we get marble? Yes, we can. I'm going to just import 12 marble. For now, I'm just going to be lazy and put marble here. And there is a city that sells wine, I think. Yeah, Uamos. Let's just import wine from there. That's just the lazy way out, I'm afraid. Let's just put 4 at a time. And then just set this to get. I am going to have to wait for a monument, which is a pain. Hopefully he's not doing too much. Okay, we'll just
Hello.
yeah, hi Aphrodite. I'm going to actually just delete this and that, and just leave them to wander like so. Hopefully he just gets around there in time, which he does, so that'll keep them safe, so that's okay. We've got 8 marble, 8 oracle down here, sorry. So we'll import a bit of marble, put that in, and yeah, so what I'll do is I'll let this run, let the goods store up, and once I've got a monument to put down, I will put it down, and we will summon Theseus to get rid of the Minotaur.
Now you'll learn why even the great god Zeus hides from me.
Oh no, we've got Hera invading now. That's not too good. Your unfortunate sisters will share Io's fate and be turned into cows. Corals will be unable to furnish the city with edible meat, and your reputation in the world will sink. Ruminate on that for a while, foolish mortal. Well, that's not too good, is it? Now, where does she invade from? Right there. So, well, that's not too good. Oh, don't destroy the palace, would you? Oh no, you've cursed the palace, and you're just going to destroy all the walls. Oh, we've got a bunch of cows. How nice. Random. So, she just basically turned a random number of things into cows. Okay, and she's destroyed everything, which is not too good. Oh, happiness moment. How nice. That's a good time to place it. Okay, just get out of here, Hera, would you? Hera's not happy with us, is she? She's just turning random people into cows, so I can't really do anything now until she goes away. Have we got all the wine? Not yet. Okay, so random things are becoming cows and our city is being wrecked by Hera.
To deserve this? If you don't know, I'm not going to tell you.
Useless. We're just going to run this on, wait for Hera to leave. Like so. There we go, she's gone. Now I can rebuild this godforsaken mess. Wall. And gatehouse. And I will replace that she destroyed. And yes, we've got a university, don't worry. Just need another 8 marble. And we don't need any more of that, so just not import any more from there. And let's just put back Theseus also, that goes there. Happiness one can go there, and we can put down gardens, parks, sorry, there. And that should be good. Yes, we're just going to wait for some more marble to come in. Employees needed, yes. So the people will come back in. Oh, this is devolved because they lost. Okay, one thing I didn't mention is that it will say residents here need to be taught by more scientists before they'll move into their homes. So they do need access to science buildings, obviously. This Minotaur is annoying, but never mind. There's all the marble that we need. Sas is able to summon Theseus. Send for Theseus. And we will just delete that and that. And we'll no longer import any marble from there. And then I'll get rid of this later, because we don't need Theseus again, I don't think, so let's just fast forward. For Theseus' eventual arrival.
Nothing left to fear now. I'm here.
Implying that you can solve everything, so let's just run this on.
Hello, darling. Worship
Don't care about you, Aphrodite.
leave the city's embrace.
Can we sell bronze to anyone? No. Okay. So getting our food in, it's nice and stable, which is good. Theseus will come in. Then he will go and deal with this godforsaken Minotaur. We'll just follow him all the way down here. Here we go. And that's just going to get that goal at least, which will allow us to exit out of here. You'll remember this battle from Athens, actually. He will die, which is good. And down he goes. Simple. Minotaur slain. Yay! Perfect. So we now can put down everything that we had here, which was... We had all the orichalc down here, so that's okay. I will put down one refinery though, just in case we have not enough. And I will stop accepting marble there. This will accept olive oil. Oops, that didn't select. Olive oil. He's got to find somewhere to get back up there, but never mind. Gades needs orichalc, that's plenty. And we're going to put down 1, 2 marble shops, that'll do. So what I'll do is I'll go and now set up the olive oil industry, because we are going to need to evolve our housing. And we will be able to get started on getting all this up, etc, etc. Hopefully things will start to stabilise, and yeah, I'll come back in once we're ready to provide some olive oil. Okay, so we are producing our first olive oil. We have a lot of olives being grown out of this small square. So this is very efficient actually, because this is a square of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 length. So this little square of about 30 olive trees can produce a ridiculous amount of olive oil. So we will be able to sell a lot of this to, I believe, is it Uamos? Oops. Let's see. Uamos buys 24, so we could sell about 36. That's not too bad. I will sell it once I've started to get some stability. I'm going to put down another bridge. Where? I can't get a bridge there, which is kind of annoying. We'll put one there. Come on, find a place for a bridge there. It's kind of awkward, to be honest, so I don't think I'll put it there. We have another heroic, we've got a heroic figure monument here that I can put down just there, which is good. I will need more people, so I will I'll leave this there, but I will have to move things around to be more coastal, because there's copper around that bit, orichalc over here. I don't need a ton of orichalc, because I only sell it to one city, but it's okay. So we are, there's going to be wood going in here, because I will need to make wood for our monuments, so I will put down one timber mill. Do we have the workers for it? No. So once we get the olive oil started to produce, then we've got a big supply of it way over back here, because they are having to walk a huge distance to go and get it, so I don't want them to go too far. But I think they are going to be going quite some distance in the first place. Where is the bridge? Let's just put one there. That'll do. So what I'll do is I'll let this run. Once we've got a nice supply of olive oil stocked here, we will evolve this housing block to the next level. Okay, we've got some olive oil over here, quite a lot actually, so let's just distribute it to one block and evolve the housing. I have moved stuff around, so I've left a bit of a passageway here for them to get through, so it's a bit quicker for them now to get to the olive oil. There will need to be a lot of bridges placed, but that's okay. We have quite a bit of a supply of olives, so let's just put down extra olive presses just to sort of boost production. Meanwhile, our marble is getting produced, which is nice, so let's just put down... I don't want to build a pyramid just yet. I just want to stabilise the city first. We do need a lot of workers, so let's just speed this up. So as you notice, the houses are a bit greyer than they were before, and that is because of the changes. So can I just move these along a bit? Because I would like to get onto the top level straight away. Let's see. I could put... let's put lab, observatory, and we will put down the infirmary right there. We'll provide everyone access here to the top level, and we won't need to really evolve this too far, so we will provide olive oil here. We will get about 100 people out of this, which is not too bad. So as you can see, they are a bit greyer than they were in Zeus, the Zeus missions, so... As you can see, they have a bit of a different top to, but this is townhouse level that we have, so it's perfect. So we'll get the people up. This is the only request you're getting is really for orichalc to Gades, which you should be able to produce plenty of in the first place. That's not too bad. Over here we're producing plenty of olive oil. I won't sell it just yet because we don't have enough supply, but it's okay for just now for our miniature production that we have. Reaching nearly the 1500 goal, which is good. About 300 people could come into the city from these houses, so that's not too bad.
Hello.
Aphrodite. I will build a sanctuary to her later. That sanctuary will go right here, just on the end of the road, like so. And the frigates that I will be building later will go right. Where is it? Here. They will go all around this little bit here. They look like triremes, so they'll just go all around this bit here, and I'll have a little woodcutter and such for that, so that's not too big of a deal. We are producing plenty of olive oil, which is good. We are now ready to start on this. We can just put down let's see, what's our goal? Population. There we go with metas, so let's get our Artisans Guild down right there. We don't need too much for this. And yeah, the Artisans Guild will go over and we'll build this monument. So it's sort of a core with marble, and then they put the orichalc in, so I'll leave that to go as such. Yeah, our housing is nice and stable. We'll get no more people coming, so we'll just reduce wage rates like so. So all I have to do now is wait for the mission to complete. So yeah, I'll see you near the mission's end. Okay, so I think the pyramid is nearly done now. I don't think we're going to have too much on to wait. It just needs 4 marble and 4 orichalc. The marble is coming in, which will create the pinnacle, essentially, of this monument. And there you go, modest pyramid complete. It is stretching towards the sky and local citizens are marveling at its beauty. Well done! We can just delete that, and that is just done with this mission. So, pretty simple. The only goal really that's really important is to slay that Minotaur. The other goals are fairly simple, to expand the city. And yeah, pretty much done. And we're getting on there. Look at that, we've got to 20,000 drama already. We haven't done very much other than explore Oracle. And maybe the next mission I will start to sell olive oil if we can get more of it. But for now, we are done in this mission of Atlantis.
I could not be more proud of you. You have overcome some impressive challenges. How did you ever manage to kill that Minotaur? I heard that Hera paid you a little visit, too. From the descriptions I've received, the new pyramid sounds absolutely awe-inspiring. I bet that you could build them on an even grander scale. Meanwhile, our problem with gigantic animals is worsening. While building the city of Amphir, a 10-foot-tall iguana, sent by that runt Hermes, almost ate me for lunch. If I, one of the strongest men in the world, can almost fall victim to these huge animals, then how will we ever convince ordinary mortals that our continent is a safe place to live?
I know, it's a difficult challenge, but we will get there. So, that was all creatures great and greater in the second mission of the Building of Atlantis campaign. And this is the city of Atlantis. So in the next part, we're going to head into the next mission, which is basically Atlantis again. And I think we will start to develop the military aspect. So, thank you for watching part 2 of this Poseidon Massive Atlantis playthrough, which is an expansion to Zeus Massive Olympus. I'll see you in the next part for the next mission of Atlantis. Bye now.